Hi, I'm Joni Peoples. Today is March 7th, 2015. We're at Lewisburg United Methodist Church in Lewisburg, North Carolina, and the audience today is a group of teachers from the Lewisburg United Methodist Preschool. As a fellow teacher of young children, I'm sure that we all can agree that one of our main goals is to keep the kids safe. It's scary to think that without being fully informed of childhood food allergies, that we could be causing harm to them. Lucky for you, I'm here to tell you all that I know about childhood food allergies in hopes that we can protect these kids. We're going to learn the top food allergens, ways to prepare your classroom, as well as what to do in the event of an emergency. The key with childhood food allergies is to remember that knowledge saves lives. The more you know, the better off you are. These are a list of basic facts from FAIR Food Allergy Research and Education. I highly recommend also going to their website for refresher courses. Great and very informative. Nearly 6 million children suffer with childhood food allergies. Boys seem to develop allergies quicker than girls, or more often than girls. And it used to be common for allergies to resolve themselves before the age of 5, but unfortunately it's not common anymore, and we're not 100% sure why. Also from the FAIR website is a list of the top food allergens. These are also referred to as the top 8. You have milk, peanuts, eggs, tree nuts, wheat, soy, shellfish, and fish. Cross-contamination is something that can very easily be taken far too lightly. It is very quick to cause allergic reactions with children. So here I have a list from kidswithfoodallergies.org on ways to prevent cross-contamination. First, label food safe or not safe and avoid pantry mix-ups. The best way to do this is to keep the allergen out of your classroom, period. But if for some reason you have to have it in there, label it not safe, big, bold, huge letters. Avoid sippy cup mix-ups or any type of cup mix-ups. You never know what the child has come in or any child has come in and had from breakfast or snack on the way to school. And as crazy as it may seem, any of the residue that is left on their mouths or their fingers can get onto that cup, and if you have a child that has that allergy, then sharing it will cause immediate cross-contamination. Same goes with avoiding getting allergenic residue in the classroom. Because, again, child can come in from having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and go directly and play with your blocks, and then a child who is allergic to peanuts can come in and play with the same blocks, and that residue, as far-fetched as it may seem, can cause an allergic reaction. The best way I would say to avoid this is washing hands upon entering the classroom, which I'm sure you already do, state law, germs, all of the above. But now you have another reason to do it. Don't forget your visitors. Inform your visitors of allergies that are in your classroom, as well as have them wash their hands upon entering. Take precautions when cooking or purchasing food. Read the labels. Reading labels can be extremely annoying, time-consuming, and aggravating, but it is very, 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 very important. The top allergens, known as the top 8 that we talked about, are required by the FDA to be listed as a plain language ingredient, meaning not one of those 15-letter words that nobody understands. They're required to be written out. But manufacturers are not required to include cross-contamination risk. The easiest way I can explain this would be if you have a peanut allergy in your classroom and someone brought in plain M&Ms. Well, great. You would think they're safe. They're plain. But, truth be told, they are more than likely processed in the same manufacturer as your plain M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms, and then they could be in the same packaging area, the same employees have touched them, and that can cause cross-contamination. Wash dishes thoroughly. We're all adults. I'm sure we know how to wash dishes, and I'm sure we do it thoroughly, so that's self-explanatory. I have a pamphlet up here called From Beyond a Peanut, another good thing if you guys want to look at afterwards. It's not just about peanut allergies. Here I have a list of several signs of an allergic reaction: severe running of the nose, itching, tingling of the swelling lips, tongue, throat, hives or swelling of the face, itchy rash, nausea, abdominal pain, vomiting, diarrhea, shortness of breath, repetitive coughing, wheezing, or even fainting. Preparing your classroom. Since you're all teachers, I'm sure you already have some type of allergy plan in place, but I'm just put together a few tips from my experience to share. Maybe you can get some new ideas. Have each child's parent complete a new questionnaire, either annually or biannually. I'm sure you do this anyway for immunizations and such, but just make sure that it includes all allergies, including food-related allergies. And then from that list, display a list within your classroom of all the children who have allergies and their allergen. Here would be an example of a list. Plain and simple, you list the child's name, their allergy. Jane Doe, fish, Valley Brown, milk. And then you could also include a picture if you wanted, which could help with substitutes or visitors, other teachers. Just help them put a face to a name. Locations that you could put this chart would be a bulletin board, in the back door of the classroom, back of the kitchen door, near your cubbies, because you never know what kids might sneak in their bags. Maybe a little reminder to parents. The teacher's workstation, again, for substitutes. Food cart, refrigerator, pantry, anywhere that the food is prepared or stored. Would be a good idea of where to keep it. An allergy sack. A simple bag will do, but this allergy sack is to go with you everywhere. From the classroom to the playground to music class to chapel, wherever you go with your children, the allergy sack should go. Inside of it, you should include a note card for each child with an allergy, including a name, again, maybe a picture, their allergen, and then their emergency contact information. Also, include your EpiPen, IVQ, or any medication that you've been provided with for these children. Keep it all together. From outside of the school. If food is ever need to be brought in from outside the school, be sure to send out a reminder letter to the parents about food allergies. In your letter, you should not only include the allergies that are in your classroom, but the entire school, because again, you have that cross-contamination issue. I mean, you could serve a snack, and then in your classroom it was safe, but go to the playground and everybody plays together, and you could have a cross-contamination. Again, because looking at labels is annoying and time-consuming and overwhelming, include a list of safe foods that you know are safe to help the parents for when they are trying to purchase for the classroom. EpiPens and IVQs, I'm sure we've all heard of them. I'm sure we all think that they are the easiest devices to use, and you're right. But in the event of an emergency, it's very good to have a little bit of experience with each of them. One thing I can say is that if in doubt, Epi, it's not going to hurt the child, but waiting could be detrimental. I have a list here, a chart kind of the differences between the IVQ and the EpiPen. So the EpiPen is your traditional go-to, I guess you would say. It's the original. It requires more force than an IVQ, but let's face it, in the event of an emergency, the force that you have to use to get the medicine in them is really not the main concern. And then the IVQ talks you through the entire process, which is also very beneficial because you could be easily scatterbrained in the event of an emergency. And we've actually learned that sometimes insurance will not cover the IVQ, so you'll probably a lot of times see the EpiPen more so than the IV. Either way, no matter which one you use, when you're done, be sure that you have called 911 as well as that child's emergency contact. So I'm just going to show you really quick. The IVQ, all of them come with a trainer, and I just want you to see how it truly talks you through everything. So you just remove it, and it starts talking.
This trainer contains no needle or drug. To inject, place black end against outer thigh, then press firmly and hold in place for 5 seconds. 5, 4,
It even counts for you.
1. Injection complete. This trainer may be reused for training purposes.
So, and I may be mistaken, but I feel like on the actual IVQ, the real deal, I feel like it reminds you at the end to call, but I may be wrong. So, there you have it. You have your top allergens, you have facts about childhood food allergies, you have tips on how to prepare your classroom, and a little bit of a demonstration between the IVQ and the EpiPens and what to do in the event of an emergency. But the key is to remember that knowledge saves lives and awareness is key. So try to stay up to date and get refresher courses and share any of this information with any fellow teachers. Thanks.